Dr. Matt, let's say there's a large social gathering. Who would the woman be jealous of the most? The average looking single female doctor that is 35 or the gorgeous 25-year-old housewife married to a doctor with 2 children? Who would the women be the most jealous of at a social gathering, guys? The average looking single female doctor that is 35 or the gorgeous 25-year-old housewife married to the doctor with 2 kids?
I feel like that's a given.
What do you think?
One
You
of
think the
the
25-year-old
first one
housewife?
says average looking, and the other one says gorgeous. So if you see people and you're going off looks, because that's the first thing you see, you're obviously gonna look at the gorgeous.
You think it's gonna be the gorgeous one?
Yeah.
Well, you know a little bit more about them, such as
Yeah.
their profession
Still.
or
It still
whatever
doesn't
they
matter?
do, which is
One of
why you.
them's 10 years younger.
Yeah.
So
And
she's
doctors
still
are so busy.
so people are still gonna be jealous of her because she's 10 years younger too. Yeah.
And she doesn't have to work. She's at home.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
that was a good point. What do you think? Who do you think is gonna be they're gonna be jealous of more?
I mean, jealous in one sense, like if I'm in a relationship and like. if
Well,
they're
like you're
looking
at a
or-
social gathering, it's all your friends in the backyard, there's a barbecue, and you see like the doctor with his hot 25-year-old wife and their 2 kids, and then you have your other friend who's 35 years old and she's a doctor, she's single, and she's just mid. Which one are you gonna look at? Are you gonna look at her and be like, "Oh, I wish I had your life," or are you gonna look at the 25-year-old and be like, "Oh, I wish I had your life. I'm jealous
Oh,
of you."
yeah, the gorgeous 25-year-olds for sure.
Okay. What do you think?
Gorgeous 25-year-old. She had it easy. She
Yeah.
didn't have to work hard.
I would also say the gorgeous 25-year-old, but not necessarily because she's gorgeous and 25. I think that women kind of are raised to desire to have a relation, like a husband or a family. So to see a middle-aged woman who is about at that age where she's going to be difficult to have kids versus a woman who already has all of those things, we're going to want the woman who has those things.
That's a good point to bring up. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the looks or any. Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
It has more to do with the other things that she had in her life. I agree with you a lot on that one.
So with that being said, given that y'all picked a 25-year-old and a gorgeous 25-year-old as a housewife, would y'all agree then that your career does not matter to you whenever it comes to like overall like who we are as humans or women, who you are as women? Do you find yourself to be more valuable at being young and married with children, or more valuable as older with a well paid out career and single?
Yeah, start with you on that one.
I guess it just depends on the person, really. Like, how do you feel fulfilled in the life that you're living? And can you sleep with yourself at night?
Oh, that's a good point. Don't let me forget that. I'm gonna bring it up right before.
I think societal norms wants the women at home, but current age, I think men value.
Is that society or biology?
Tricky? I want to say I say society.
Society.
Mhm.
Okay. What do you think?
Yeah, I would have to agree with Victoria. It depends like what you want out of life. Like if if you're gonna be okay with sleeping at night and you have your career. But personally, I would want a family.
Okay. What do you think, Padon?
Same. I agree with them too.
You want the
Yeah.
family?
Hmm.
Okay. No. Yeah. Go ahead, Donnie.
So man, she just went to the restroom, but I really wanted to ask y'all this question though. If it is really societal, like that society wants women to be by themselves, why do we have feminism?
I'll start with you on that one.
Or women to be at home? Why do we have feminism then? Because if I'm correct, feminism is more preaching women to be on their own, being this 35-year-old single. I don't need no man.
Yeah,
chivalry is dead.
I don't really necessarily agree with feminism. I don't know. I've just never.
It's one part that doesn't side with you.
Yeah. No.